Tariffs on Canadian goods into the U.S. are now increased from 25% to 35%. U.S. President Donald Trump signed it into an executive order last night. He claims the increase in Canadian tariffs is because of the fentanyl emergency at our shared border. Here's Sean Cowan with the details, reaction, and clarification.
That's right, and Ned, Donald Trump is saying this is all because of fentanyl, specifically coming from Canada going into the States. But Mark Carney is saying that's just not true. He's saying that Canada is responsible for less than 1% of fentanyl being imported. And he did take to X early this morning, and in a statement, he said, "While we continue to negotiate with the United States on our trading relationship, the Canadian government is laser focused on what we need, on what we can control, building Canada strong. The federal government, provinces, and territories are working together to cut down on trade barriers to build one Canadian economy." One professor of economics at McMaster University says tariffs are already hitting the automobile industry.
We've seen what's happened in Brampton, for example, with Stellantis. They put tools down and said, we're going to have to stop and think about this for a while. We've witnessed the Oshawa assembly plant go from 2 shifts to 1. We've seen the shutdowns and pullbacks from the Stellantis operations in Windsor. We've witnessed a $15 billion investment by Honda be put on pause for a 2-year period.
The increase in tariffs to 35% will hit exports of steel, aluminum, and some automobiles. The White House did confirm the tariffs would not hit goods complying with the Canada-U.S.-Mexico Agreement on Trade, commonly known as CUSMA. And we're also hearing from Premier Doug Ford this morning, also posting to X. And he did say that now is not the time to roll over. We need to stand our ground. Doug Ford then went on to say the federal government needs to maximize our leverage and stand strong in the face of Trump's tariffs.